Hey there, VC, the vinyl community. This is Vinyl Talk with Tavis, and I'm Tavis. I hope you all are having a great day today. I wanted to come on here today and talk to you about the new Netflix documentary called The Two Killings of Sam Cooke. That is a phenomenal documentary. I loved it. And if you're familiar with Sam Cooke, you probably know some of the things that they reference in the documentary. However, I really didn't know a lot about Sam Cooke other than his great music and the way that he died. And still, that's a little shady. But this documentary really sheds a lot of light on Sam Cooke's life in the early years and his dealings with Muhammad Ali and Malcolm X, and how his life began to change a little bit, and he didn't want to just be a pop singer like Frank Sinatra, which is what his record company wanted him to be. He wanted to be more soulful, and he wanted to be more in charge of his music finances. And I have some notes here, but if you haven't seen that documentary, it's called The Two Killings of Sam Cooke. Sam Cooke started singing gospel music. He started singing with the Soul Stirrers. And the first song that he sang with them on a recording was called Jesus Gave Me Water. And he took the place of an older guy in the group. And so here comes this young Sam Cooke. And boy, he just really sings great. He has that gospel style of singing. And he was with the Soul Stirrers for a while, and then he wanted to break free and do secular music. So he took one of the songs that he did with the Soul Stirrers, I believe, called Wonderful, talking about Jesus, and he changed the title and the lyrics from Wonderful to Lovable, and he made it a secular song. And he made his name on the record to be Dale Cooke instead of Sam Cooke. I didn't know that. That was a very interesting piece of information I didn't know. And because he didn't want to lose his gospel fan base, so he sings this song Lovable, and it's great. And pretty soon he just breaks free of gospel and just wants to do secular music full time. And he brings out the great hits like You Send Me, and there's a lot of hits, and I have a special surprise here before I get finished, so I can let you know what the other hits are. I'm sure you probably know. If you don't, then stay tuned, okay? So he broke away from the gospel music, and his record company really wanted to keep him in this little pop box. And you can see the video recordings of him on American Bandstand and all these other great shows. And he doesn't really put a lot of soul into his music. He doesn't make it gritty, like, oh. He keeps it very minimal. He'll put some great runs and trills in his music, but he doesn't really break it down like he really wants to. And there was this album that he put out in 1963, at least he thought it was going to be put out. It was a live recording at the Harlem Square Club in 1963. And RCA Records, they shelved the album because they thought that it was too soulful. And they didn't want that to tarnish his pop following. And then it was released finally in 1985. I didn't know that. And when you listen to it, he's singing in front of all black people, I think. And he is just giving it. I didn't know he could sing that hard, that rough. I didn't know it. I thought he just had this really Darling, you send me. I say you send me. Honest, you do. Whoa, whoa. I didn't know that he could just really get hard and rough. Woo! When I listened to that on Spotify, I said, I've got to get that on vinyl. So I will be getting that live at the Harlem Square Club. Sam Cooke. I will be getting that. I don't know when, but I've got to get it. But now let's talk about his transition. So he wants to break free from the record company, and he wants to own his own record company. He gets involved with Muhammad Ali and Malcolm X because he likes their message. He doesn't want to be a Muslim. This is what was revealed in the documentary. But he liked the message that the Muslims had regarding black power and having ownership of your own things. And so he wanted to have ownership of his own music, and he wanted to help other black artists, and he wanted to help them keep their own rights to their music, and that was his goal, and he was doing it. And I didn't know all of that stuff. There was so much in that documentary. You've got to watch it. One more thing, he sang for segregated audiences, and the black people would be up top in the balcony, and all the white people would be right in front of him. And there was this one performance that he was doing with a lot of other black artists, and it was a segregated performance. And he talked them into not going at first. And he was the only one, when it was all said and done, who decided not to go to do this performance. And that was a big deal, because at first they all said, yeah, let's not do it. We shouldn't be singing in front of segregated audiences. We all should be together, and the black people shouldn't be separated from the white people and all that. And wow, those times when you think about it, it's like, and now we live in a day and age in which, we're singing for everybody, and we have hip hop music, and we have white artists and who are doing hip hop because, it started from black artists, and we have Lil Pump and all these little names, little this and little that, and they like the hip hop style. And so it's just, things have changed so much. But back then, can you imagine? I just can't imagine. It's just hard to imagine singing in a segregated audience, or singing for a segregated audience, or even being in a segregated audience. It just seems so backwards, but that's the way it was. But that documentary made me want to get something, and that was this. It came in today. I had to find something on Sam Cooke, so I went to Amazon, and I got this. The Portrait of a Legend, 1951 to 1964. That's when Sam Cooke died. He was shot by a black woman and in a hotel, and she was, was she the manager? If you look it up on Wikipedia or watch this documentary, watch the documentary, Sam Cooke, the two killings of Sam Cooke. It talks about all of that. But he died by gunshot wounds from a black lady because he was at this restaurant. He had some martinis. He saw a lady. Now, he was married now. He was a womanizer, apparently, allegedly. But no, not allegedly, because he was doing it. He liked the ladies. So he saw this lady at this restaurant, and he took her to a hotel. And apparently she said in the court that he took her in the bedroom and he wouldn't let her leave. And he wanted to do with her. and she tried to leave and blah, 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 and she took his pants. So it's very, very mysterious. And they said that before he saw the lady at the restaurant, he showed a lot of money that he had in his pocket. He was showing all the money to the people around him. I think he was a little tipsy, and showed all this money, and he put it back in his pocket. Someone said, put the money back in your pocket. Don't show everybody, Sam. And the lady apparently saw that Sam had lots of money, and so she probably took advantage of that opportunity. I shouldn't say that, not opportunity. She took advantage of Sam, and he wanted to take advantage of her. Went to a hotel. She didn't want anything to do with them after they got in the bedroom or whatever. And when she left the room and ran away from him, and he went to the office of the hotel, or the motel rather, and the lady who was running the motel, he took her hands, that's what she says, and he was shaking, like, where's that girl? Where's that girl? And she got scared, and she said she was biting and kicking him and trying to get her hands away from him. And she got the gun. She got a gun from her office desk and began to shoot him. And they asked her the question, did you know that you had shot him? And she said, yes, I knew it, because he said, ma'am, you done shot me, lady. And she shot him 3 times. And there's a picture of him in the door, dead. I mean, I tell you. Woo! That's a documentary. I did not know all that stuff. I knew of it, but didn't know the complete details. So it still is very mysterious. And people think that that lady that he was trying to get with was trying to get his money, and she threw his pants out of the window, and someone got the money out of his pants. His pants were never found. And he was just in a suit coat when he went to that lady, or the manager, to find out where his girl that he was trying to get with. He wanted to know where she was. It's so much to give to you. You just have to watch it. But anyway, this video, I don't know how it's going to go. I'm excited, but yet really in awe and floored about his life. So on the back, it has all of the different songs that he did. It's a double LP. I don't have to read these songs to you. You all are so intelligent and smart. You know what to do. Yeah. So I'm going to open it now. Okay, here we go. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. There it is. Let's see. Oh, okay. This is the inside of it. Again, this album is called Portrait of a Legend, 1951 to 1964. Sam Cooke. Let's take out one of the records. Okay. Wow. A lot of information on here. Wow. Look, oh man, look at that. That's really cool. That is really, really cool. And I'm sure the other record looks just like that one, but let's make sure, you never know. Maybe a different color. Oh, this has nothing on it. Okay. Well, it's the same thing. So if you're interested in this album, I'm going to leave a link below to Amazon so that you can buy it. I think I paid, what did I pay? $24, $25 for it. Two record set. Watch that documentary. Oh, Sam Cooke, such a wonderful singer, such a great singer. He's considered the king of soul. And I see that this is 16 minutes. So I'm going to let you go. Thank you for watching. I hope this video gave you some information on Sam Cooke. I hope this video even makes sense. I don't know. I'm going to put it up anyway. I don't have anything to toast with, so I'm just going to say, with music, be inspired and stay inspired. Bye-bye.